and this is going to be a video about the new DA's offices. Now, you know me, I like doing two tunes. I can set my own pace. I can stop where I can stop and then, I don't know, check cooking or get the phone or whatever. So I like going with two tunes. And today I am going with Tinkerbunn and Dr. Woofies Von Barkstein. Now, Tinkerbunn did finish Task Force, the thing she hasn't done really yet, our boss, and she's almost done with Law. And as you can see, the lobby of the DA's offices are updated. Now, since Dr. Woofies is tired, I think he should go and sit down for a bit. And yeah, there's lots of seating. If anybody wants to hang out and wait, we've got these. I don't know if there's any speed chat for it, but I suppose it's equivalent to sitting on a bench, but it's a comfy chair. So, that's what we're doing now. I do this a very old-fashioned way. I don't use special software for it. If you've seen my streams before, what I usually do is run two tunes with Alt-Tab between two windows, and that works. Now this thing here is a picture over the desk of the new character that we're going to see instead of the clerk we were used to. This is going to be completely different, and usually they do not advise two tunes to do this. They want everybody. And if you think this is going to be tough, and it's usually not too tough, except when you get to the end. Then it gets some odd rules. So it's going to be a little boring here and there when the dog goes ahead, but fortunately there's not too much to go. It looks like this is varying because I went earlier and accidentally closed a window, so we started again. And I thought, you know what? I think I want to show all this stuff. So we're going to do that. That's why one of them needs a tune-up. That's not critical. Now Tinkerbunn can tune him up from the previous run, and he can throw a cake. In general, we're seeing cogs that are level 8 and up. We don't usually see 12s in the beginning. It's like reversed. Okay, he's gonna pick one. Doesn't matter which one, they're the same kind. Sometimes what I pick will be based on, do they hit both tunes? Or do they hit one tune? And yeah, he's down, but it's the principle of the thing. If it's 2 points, it's 2 points. You can see they're both sporting some schmancy new ties they got because they had Toonfest at a gaming convention this past weekend. So everybody around Toontown is wearing some kind of tie. Not everybody, but most. Fancy bow ties, fancy old-fashioned bow ties with little, I don't know what those are called, come to think of it. And usually what I do here is the two tunes, one account, one account will go ahead. One account opens the doors and tags the cogs, so Tinkerbunn does the latter. Also, when you usually see something like this, that's something that Dr. Woofies will be doing. If it's something tough like, you know, that Minesweeper, face it, one of them is a Minesweeper, then I am inclined to use Tinkerbunn for the tough stuff. Or there's also one with the skulls. Hello! There you go. Okay. I'm gonna turn this over here so you can see that now they don't have a door like they did in, or as they do in the the factory. Now they have special, again schmancy doors. Setting this up. And last but not least, it's a very smart dog. You're a good dog. Are you a good dog? You're a good dog. Okay, so, well, remember, which way is up? The one that takes you upstairs. Ooh, we've not seen this yet. We've got our infamous diamond room. Notice that there's an 11, 10s, and a 9. And there are a lot of cogs in one. There's a lot of cogs in one floor. So I'm not quite sure. Are we doing 3 levels? Are we doing 1 level with a lot of cogs? Well, that's not true, because I was up to the 2nd level when I did it before I accidentally closed my window. So, okay, so let's see. I'm going to be conserving. And you may hear my keyboard, because I have a noisy gaming keyboard. It's one of those that are noisier, but they are very good at response time. I guess that's the trade-off. Okay, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. I put the music on a little bit. Maybe that's too loud. I'd like it more in the background, if possible. That would be nice. Okay, well, I think this is the usual thing. Let's see what Dr. Woofies does. Yeah, I think when you get there, you hug the diamond, and there's another set on the other side with 2 8s, a 10, and an 11. Question is, when do you use sound? And you know, I don't mind using sound and taking hits. I've done that before. I did that typically in my older runs. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're big tunes, and the only thing we don't like is when it misses. We could also work tune up, you know what I mean? And trap. That's when we get to use trap doors. That's when we get to do all the other stuff. Look at that new law book. Oh, see, now you can feel that. That missed me. Well, you know, Dr. Woofies and his organic trapdoor. That guy's nasty, and he can hit 2 of us, so he gets it. Now, the question is, nowadays, they encourage people to use 2 lures at once. Will this lure be enough? And it is. Okay. They're actually suggesting, to ensure a lure hits better, for 2 tunes to use the same type of lure. In other words, if it's a money one, it only lures 1 tune. So if you have 2 money lures, that's okay. If you have hypno goggles or magnets, those learn multiple tunes, that makes things better. So let me see. I'm going to do this, and Dr. Woofies is going to do a little tap dance for me. Oh, I forgot to applaud him, because that was pretty fine dancing, you have to admit. Okay, what do we have here? Well, you know, the thing is, I don't know what comes next. So I'm inclined to do this instead of a 10 and an 11 with an org and non-org cakes. So I'll just do that and use cream pies on him. So I don't know how many levels there are. There's going to be one more set, obviously, before the elevators. Let's see where he's going. The next one is what I call the gauntlet, where... Oops, and he got squished. Where there's a line of stampers. Now, that's not as hard to evade as it used to be. I mean, it's the lights at the end, the laser lights, and you'll see them. I gotta wait for this one. You can't fake me. The lights at the end, the beams here, are more sluggish, I think, and easier to get through without getting singed, getting your fur singed. I wonder what the barrels will look like, or where the barrels are located. Okay, let's concentrate on the god of glue. Glue. There we go. It's a myth. Let's see where that takes us. I don't know, does this really have sound coming through on the game? I don't think there is. Which is okay too. Okay, so... Okay, I'll just take care of that one. That's something I learned my first week in Toontown. God, 2006? Yeah, 18 years I've been playing this. Okay, friends. So you can see there are smaller ones, but there are more cogs. So obviously there's going to be a little more take for this for a smaller DA's office. Have I been to a bigger any of these yet? Yes, I've been with three other people in the bullion mint, which is now the big mint as opposed to the smaller. The smaller mint's equivalent to a dollar mint, really. And they're both manageable until you get to the final ones. You've got whatever it is, an auditor, a supervisor, a foreman, whatever they are at the end. They're like the boiler. They'll keep the other ones tuned up, the other cogs tuned up. Ooh, thank you. Oh, look, you could sit here too and hang out. I see a barrel on the side. Let Dr. Woofies take his lumps. He's He's got over 10 more laugh than I do. Okay, that's a piano over here. That's good for her, not for the dog. Okay, that was tune-up. Cake. He didn't get injured. Let me see if there's any other barrels that I missed. Oh, there's ice cream up on those blocks. There's nothing. You don't have to jump up on the top of the stampers to get to anything. So we didn't use that. We did use tune-up, but not enough. So I think our goal is this and then out. So that wasn't so bad, actually easier. So let's see where he's going. Oh, this is like the equivalent of one of the previous type of DA's first cogs. Okay, he's going to use his trusty. Don't know if this is going to work. Concentrate, everybody. Thank you. You gotta believe, especially with Tinkerbunn, you have to believe, and then the lure works. Okay. Right now. Really? I think he is done with his clouds. You know, it's been a while. And no, I'm not going back. I'm not going back for the pianos. Okay. These are very different. This is very different from the route I took when I whoa. when I did this the first time. Oh, I gotta go all the way over here. Oh, they took me by surprise, didn't they? Look at them. I don't know how many we're gonna have, so. So far, lure has been good. Oh, okay. He hasn't used his cake yet. Now, they both have finished the Lawbot task force, so they're each carrying two. Each carrying two of their designated level 7 gag. His is train, hers is wedding cake. So they do carry two if they have to, or we don't feel like, you know, giving ourselves grief. We can simply unleash one of those and still have more later. The next one is the Room of Giant Goons. Now, what I used to do back in the day was stomp them, but they're non-collision, aka phantom. Oops, that's okay. You know what? Where we're going, if everything goes well, we'll get 15 back. Now this is going to be her thing. She's got it's just one of those days. The thing is, in this room, these are very faded and very hard to see. It's better in the dark room. So if you've never done this before, it's the old-fashioned Minesweeper. Not as common now because it used to be free in Windows, so everybody knew it. They knew that. They knew free cell. Well, my dad was the free cell person. But Minesweeper, we know that. And if you've gotten, say, Windows 10 and up, maybe Windows 8, I don't know. I don't think it's included with Windows 8, but Windows 10 and up, you have to buy it on their marketplace with ads. It's like, this was supposed to fine-tune your hand-eye coordination. That was the whole point of it. So that gets her tune-up going. And let him get over there and ready. Can you sit on the couches? No, the couches are for looks. It's the chairs in the lobby that seem to do it. Okay. Oh, there's some barrels here, but oh, there is a barrel in the hallway. It's got something we like. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's that thing. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at what I have for strategy, because there's some things you can't do with this thing. These things, they don't tell you this, but the Office Clerk, those, they can be big. Now, I think somebody clocked in our auditor from our big bullion mint yesterday at close to 600. I mean, it's insane. I did a scrap. I did a two-person scrap factory yesterday, and the two-person scrap factory was we used Mo and Bessie, and when we did Mo and Bessie, the scrap factory still had a red slowly flashing light. Gives you an idea how nasty those things are. So let me take a look and see what I have in my SOS. Okay, so we're not the Bessie people here. We could be the Mo people, but not the Bessie people. Now, Dr. Woofies, however, I'm going to take a look at his stuff right now, and I'm going to tell you what he has. He has, you know, these both have been at the end of their stuff. They used everything in the, yeah, I'm making an excuse. They used everything in the, we can't fire this thing or remote it. They did everything in the field offices, so they used everything. So they don't have like 5, 6, 8, 12, whatever. And people are laughing at me going, ha, I've got 99 of them. It's like, how do you use 99 of them without using it? Okay. Ooh, we stanker. How did your incessant silliness bypass our security? Up, there they are. You're outside our jurisdiction. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. And they're fortified, so they aren't. I'm going to use my last Bessie on. But these things aren't the value you see. They are much stronger. And any of them that are left, they will tune them up, basically, just like they do in the field offices. You see market research, they get fortified. Good. Thank you, Bessie. Pity that was my last one. The other one had more Bessies. Look at that. Only a yellow. A yellow after that. Oh my god. It's Cogs. Okay, so let's see. We've got organic train and presentation. Have at it. That was 220. It's orange. That's so bad. Oh, pick on the dog. Why don't you? Well, you know, my dog is a smart dog. And my dog knows what to do in a situation like this. You let somebody else do it. Okay. You might consider this overkill. It could be perceived as overkill. But I want to take that out, and I don't know what that thing has. I'm sure, if not already, somewhere someone has a PDF file with all the numbers. Look at this one, see? Sound damage retaliates 25% more. Pink slips and remote control, no way. So, dog, bunny. Oh, nice that she stood there. Is she still around? Is this slow? It's not even. Look, it's not even flashing. Holy moly. Oh. Objection. Direct examination only. I'm so glad that we're big. Ooh, look at you, lady. I wonder if... So what happens if we use sound? She didn't like that. Oh, well. Oh, that did hit, though. What did he give me? Must use sound, throw, squirt, or drop gags to turn this turn to avoid additional damage. Oh. Alright. Very specific. I should pay attention to that more. Of course, look at our laugh. It appears you've created a legal loophole. Always an excuse. Oh my goodness. So we were 5:30 and now we are Drum roll. I don't know, but it was good enough. 530. So it was more than, like, it was more than 1100, more than 1200. Okay. Okay, well, our tunes did great. Congratulations. As you can see, you can, if you're equipped, if you've got good laugh, if you've got really good gags, you can. Let's get Dr. Woofies out of here. He's not in as neat a spot as I am. So what does it mean? It means that we can do a two-tune DA's office, junior office. I wouldn't recommend any of these things. You see how persistent that was for a small one? Imagine 2 tunes in the senior office. I don't think so. But you know, you get enough, you can work with it if you're running 2 tunes. And you want to keep it leisurely, you can still keep it leisurely. So we're pretty good here. And until next time, because you know, we should probably pursue the others, do a 2-tune scrap factory, and do what they call the coin mint now, is really the equivalent of $1 with just as nasty the auditor's pretty resilient too. So you know, we'll do these as we go along. I'm going to have to do some discovery on the Cog golf course one as well. And in the past, we've had, I think, a couple of bears do it. Me and my friend's bear. So we might do that. The bears return to the polar bears return to do a smaller Cog golf course together to see what it's like for 2 tunes. It shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, until next time, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was informative, and enjoy your day and enjoy Toontown. Take care.